Imagine a world without the Panama Canal. A simple shipment from New York to California would take weeks, maybe even months. Instead of crossing the Atlantic, ships would have to journey around the deadly Cape Horn at the bottom of South America. But here's the mystery. How does a narrow, man-made waterway split two continents and control global trade? And why have world powers fought over it for more than a century? This is the Panama Canal, a marvel of engineering, a symbol of power, and a key to world domination. At first glance, the Panama Canal looks like just another water passage, but in reality, it's a giant controlled staircase for ships, using a series of locks to raise and lower massive cargo vessels as if they're floating elevators. Ships enter from one ocean and are guided into a locked chamber. Gates close behind them and water fills the chamber, lifting the ship up. This process is repeated several times until the ship reaches the highest point, 85 feet above sea level. But why did the world need this canal so badly? The answer is hidden in war, money, and power. Before the canal, sailing between the Atlantic and Pacific was a nightmare. Ships had to travel 13,000 miles around South America, facing ice-cold waters and powerful storms. The idea of cutting through Panama wasn't new. The French tried first in the 1880s, led by the same engineer who built the Eiffel Tower, but tropical diseases, deadly landslides and constant floods forced them to abandon the project. Then came the United States. They saw the canal as a golden opportunity, not just for trade, but for military control. In 1903, after some controversial political moves, the US took over the project and made history. But here's where it gets shocking. The Panama Canal wasn't just a waterway, it was a strategic weapon. During World War II, the Panama Canal became one of the most heavily guarded locations on Earth. If enemies had destroyed it, America's war fleet would have been split in half. That's why for decades the US refused to give it up. But everything changed in 1999 when the canal was handed back to Panama. Since then, China has invested billions into Panama's ports, raising questions. Is the Panama Canal still a neutral trade route, or has it become a tool for economic warfare? Today, the Panama Canal moves 5% of all global trade. But there's a problem. Modern megaships are getting too big for it. The solution, the $5 billion expansion project in 2016, allowing bigger ships to pass. But here's the real twist. Other countries are now building rival canals. Nicaragua, backed by China, has proposed an alternative canal. The Arctic route is opening up due to climate change, offering a new path between Asia and Europe. Could this mean the end of Panama's dominance? The Panama Canal is more than an engineering wonder. It's a battleground of politics, power, and global trade. But as the world changes, will it remain the most important waterway on Earth, or will new routes take its place? What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you love uncovering the world's biggest secrets, hit that subscribe button, because the truth is always more fascinating than fiction.